Okay, so one of the approaches that I use all of the time is I'm always feeding off the rhythm section. So as when they're playing on one, I usually try to play right after. So the bass player is going like, and I'm answering him. And what I noticed that if I'm playing with a piano player, I might not use the full chord. I might just use the last notes of it, the lowest notes of it, maybe two notes, where it sounds like this. Here's the bass player. Okay, so that rhythm kind of works in halftime because it's not like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's actually like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. And that's just a rhythm that works really well and it stays out of everybody else's way. So that's one you want to use. Okay, so now we have the bass player as actually going and walking. So now instead of halftime, we're actually playing in 4/4 time, and the pulse is different. So now I'm actually adding a different kind of rhythm to it, like I'm anticipating it. Now that kind of actually pushes the beat a little bit along with everything else. It actually creates more movement in that 4/4 time. So that's one thing you actually want to add to your playing, whether you're comping on a blues or any other kind of tune. So now on halftime as well, another thing that you can do on halftime is another different rhythm. We can add a little bit more variation to it. So we can go like. And all I'm really doing is I'm just moving the two notes down a half step and back up again. Here's the bass player, and it's always in my head. I'm anticipating him. Now on the last change, so I move those two notes where now it gives you the sound of a minor seventh and a dominant seventh next together, like a 2/5. So that's something you want to add to your playing as well. So there you go. There's a few comping approaches that you can use on this tune. And up next, we'll start talking about the lick approaches you can use.